Storytelling in a small town.
Welcome back to Storytelling in a Small Town. Oh, you knew it was coming.
Yeah, I did.
Don't play that.
I was excited, that's all.
Yeah, it's been a while. We've been really bad at the end of this season in the past couple months. It's been like a month release versus every 2 weeks.
It's been kind of crazy.
Yeah, lots been going on.
Yeah, a lot of like weird new things that kind of came out of nowhere and developmental stuff. And
are you talking about us or just in the world?
It's both. It can be both.
Brian's not here with us today, and we're going to wrap up this season because I think I'm getting busier. You're getting busier. A lot of projects are going on. So we want to take a time to kind of recap, share what we've gotten out of the season, what all we've talked about, and then talk about what the off season looks like and will there be another season?
Yeah, definitely. It's been I feel like this was a really cool season. We definitely dove deeper into some of the things that we talked about in the first season. One of my favorite topics, I think, was having the like more in-depth conversation about AI and how we were using them differently than one another and the different products that we were using. I know you were using, I think it's Sintra, right?
Yeah.
Are you still working with that product? Do you like it?
Oh my God. It does so much heavy lifting for me right now, especially with all the like notes for this and the show notes and everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I use it pretty much daily now, honestly.
I wouldn't have thought to use it for show notes.
I have a really great workflow working with all this because I bought DaVinci Resolve Studio. So it's one-time price. I have it, but it does amazing transcripts. So then I don't have to pay anywhere else to do it. It's in a program that I already own. I can drop audio files in there, hit transcript, export the transcripts, run it through there, and it's like, bam.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that. I'm going to have to start. Okay, I need to start thinking about some more ways to use some of those things. Yeah, for sure. I'm still just like a Chat GPT guy. I haven't like really tried anything else. So I have another project I'm working on though, where I am helping support some marketing efforts for an AI product though. So we'll see where that goes. Hopefully that turns out really cool.
And I have a connection. We have a new member in the podcast network. Her whole thing is she's AI marketing, and she's worked in the AI field and startup field. So if you want some insight, she has some really cool ways. She also has some really cool ways to use AI to make marketing even easier.
Oh, that sounds really awesome. So I feel like that is someone that we might need to have on for a season 3 guest.
Yeah, for sure.
We could definitely go for like a part 3 AI episode and like have an actual like person who knows it better than we do come and talk about some ways to use it.
I feel like we could do a whole season about AI.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we could totally we could have a separate show that was just AI conversations, I'm sure.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
What else did we talk about during season 2?
Season 2, we talked a lot about kind of telling those origin stories, how to get people on board. And I think one of the common themes we saw through all of these, because we also talked about how do you get your customers to kind of be your advocate for you, suppliers, and all these other ways. And how do we get people to tell your story through different ways? And I think that was the big thing of just like, you have to be you and authentic and let people know who you are, whether that's through you telling the story, having people that you work with tell that story. Yeah. So I think that's a big one that we kind of touched on.
Yeah, we definitely spent some time talking about letting your customers be your advocate. And we talked about telling your origin story, which ways and what methodology to use, humor, and how important are the technicalities behind making the video to get that origin story out there. Working with the creator to try to put that together.
Yeah, and I was going to say, in that same vein, in the same topic, we talked about who's your spokesperson.
Right.
That was a big conversation we had too about like, if you're asking people to come in and do the stuff for you and be the spokesperson, understand there's a lot that comes with it other than them just being on camera.
Yeah, we had what turned out to be, I think, a trauma-informed conversation about who you pick at your business to be your spokesperson for sure. that was a good chat.
Yeah, a great conversation. Or we think it's a great conversation. Let us know if anyone's out there listening. Comment, find us you can find us through Snow Homish Podcast Network. Comment there. I run the Snow Homish Podcast Network. So if we hear things like, hey, storytelling in a small town, I love this. Y'all made no sense during this part. Let us know. Like, again, to us, it makes sense, but we want to make sure it's helpful for you, for these small businesses, actually help you tell your stories. So we love that feedback if you have any.
Yeah. We'd love to know what your favorite episode is. Like that is something I have been curious about for, now that we have, 2 whole seasons to look through. I think it's a really interesting question. What was your favorite episode?
Yeah, let us know.
So what are you going to be working on here during the off season? I mean, we're thinking we might be back around September, October, something like that.
Yeah, that's about what the time frame was with this last for between season 1 and season 2. So probably about that time. I don't know. It's like I have a lot of what I hope it will be. Like I'm doing a lot with the Pitch to Puget Sound, so we have a lot of recordings coming up. I'm doing a video for another local community member, community partner. That has some great stuff going on. So that'll be a fun project. And I don't know, I'm just trying to think about how to get out there and help people out more. So I'm really trying to look at actually putting together more classes around podcasting, storytelling. How do you get comfortable in front of this? How do you become a better guest on podcast and things like that to just help things.
Super cool.
So yeah, because I'm realizing we're in a tough time right now, like economically. Like I'm just like being honest, like people are pinching pennies. It's harder to get like some of these bigger contracts, especially for someone like me. I work mostly in the community. I don't go after a lot of big businesses, a lot of deep pocket businesses. So I'm trying to think for my business, how can I still stay within my values of helping the community and making money for myself without feel like I'm gouging people or putting people in a hard spot by being like, hey, you one-on-one with me is this price. So it's like, okay, well, what if I did it with a class of 5 to 10? It's a lot cheaper. I can actually, and then I can still make some money in a living wage. So yeah, there's a lot I'm playing around with, and then still feel like I'm just fighting to keep up with my to-do list. So I don't know how that's going to go, but yeah.
I didn't even think about that. We should talk about some coaching strategies that I'm privy to.
I was going to say, I'm saying this and I'm probably going to try and do this, and the market's already going to be flooded because everyone's going to take this idea.
No, this is great. That's great.
What are you doing this?
So hopefully I got some folks who are interested in having me come and do a little bit of teaching with them. So hopefully that will be cool, because that's one of my favorite things to do. And then I'm doing a little bit more work with the interfaith community on some video projects over there. I think that'll be super cool too. And I just got booked for another insurance commercial. That'll be hopefully in May, I think. And so there's a kind of a bunch of new things that we're doing this year that should give some opportunities to really kind of spread things out and try some more storytelling in a few more new locations, some new regions that we're looking at. And also hopefully this fall, the sequel to my short zombie film.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
When you say insurance commercial, you're filming it or are you acting in it? Okay.
Yeah, no, we shot this commercial in 2023 that for an insurance company out in Wenatchee, and it's hilarious. But we're finally now getting back to the point of where they are wanting to film more content that's related to this project. So yeah, it'd be super cool.
That's good. No, that's encouraging. I think that's good to hear, just because there is so much. It's a weird split right now, because I think because everyone realizes it's getting tighter economically, we don't have a lot of free cash lying around from an individual perspective and business perspective. But at the same time, that's when businesses are like, I need to promote and get myself out there more so that people want to spend their money with me. So it's like that weird paradox where there's
the need to look at the marketing dollars that you're spending and adjust them so that they actually make sense for right now, I think.
Yeah.
And that also means there's a ton of opportunity for people if you are thinking about why do you use a podcast for your business episode, and thinking about how you're going to change how you spend some of those dollars to build out a podcast and then promote it on social media as the means by which for people to know who you are and want to engage with you. That's a really, really important and critical thing. I see this happening all across different industries right now. But
yeah, no, and why, if people are confused, why we're talking about this, or why marketing and all that stuff matters this time, I like to think of it this way. Maybe this is only in small towns, not like B2B or in a lot of bigger things, but people want to trust who they're connecting and spending their money with. So the more you can get your story out there, let people connect with you as a person. And that, again, stories is how we connect through so much as humans. So getting your story out there, letting people connect through that story, it suddenly becomes between this person that I have no idea who it is versus this person, I hear your story, I can relate to this in some sense. It's just that little thing that might send them to your side versus going to someone else.
Absolutely. I also think it's important to acknowledge, especially right now, in an increasingly politically charged time in society that telling of your story, I'm not telling your politics. I'm not saying telling your politics, but telling your story is one of the best ways, I think, to sort of bridge that gap in the trust of, we're confounding in some instance. Are we aligned politically with, are we aligned morally, right? Those aren't always one and the same.
Yeah.
And so when we tell our story, we have the opportunity to tell people who we are so that they can know that part and purchase from us or work with us because of those things, not because of something on the outside that's just a perception.
We're done. I can't say anything after that. That was beautiful.
Oh man.
It is funny because half of this does sound like we're just trying to justify this podcast and like slipping story in here anywhere.
Like just there had to be a reason for this episode, right?
I think what you said is spot on, right? Like there's so much that we do and give to the power of story. And right now, when you're, especially as a small business owner, I know, when you're thinking about money, taxes, equipment, but yeah, like there's so many things to worry about. Thinking about your story and marketing and how you do marketing around it, that's one of the easiest things to forget, especially as a small business. So I think now is the time more than ever. You really have to lean into that. And I'm seeing a lot of people in downtown Snohomish here do it. And yeah, hopefully you all keep leaning into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, keep leaning into it. It's great.
So a lot of fun stuff happening over the summer between the both of us. I know won't be a lack of keeping us busy.
Yeah, you will see us all around town, I'm sure. So I know there's going to be a lot of fun stuff with like Klahia Days and Pride in the summer. And oh my gosh, the car show is coming back this year.
That will be at one of the farms this year with the car show.
Yeah,
but
Klahia Days car show definitely making a comeback. So a lot of super cool things going to be this summer.
Yeah, for sure. And then when we come back, what are we doing?
Oh, yeah. So for season 3, we want to get some more folks in here to ask questions and really check what we're doing in terms of what we're giving you guys that's supposed to be helpful. So we can have some people sit here and say, hey, what about this? Does this make sense? What about my approach to this? Or what do you even think about this content? And then that way we can really be a little bit more helpful, more specific.
Whether you have experience on the marketing side telling those stories or your business wanting to learn how to do it better, that'd be great. I also kind of want to show other forms of podcasts and storytelling because I think that's one of the biggest things right now. There's too many of these kind of podcasts right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm making so much effort to create new podcasts that are different than this and actually storytelling, right? Because this is a conversation, this is more educational and helpful, but it's not true storytelling in a sense. Right? That's what we're doing. We're not putting together all the things. So I think that's one thing that'll be interesting too, is how can we present this, what we're talking about and some of these other topics as we bring people in and showing actually different styles of storytelling while still being educational. I think that'll take a lot more time, but I think it'll be much more fun for people to listen to and it will kind of highlight, oh my gosh, that's a really cool way to do it. Well, at least a different way to do it. We'll see how cool it turns out. But I think that'd be something fun. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that one? Because I know I kind of threw that to you last minute.
Yeah, no, I think that's really cool. That's a great idea. Anything, I think that we can do that's going to be more educational and, in the storytelling world, it's frequently the mantra of, don't tell me, show me. So if there are ways that we can, reconfigure the show so that it is more demonstrative, so that it is more demonstrative of what we would like for people to experience, that would be super cool. So, and I think you and I are both working on some projects over the course of the summer that I think will really help take that to the next level. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for season 3. I think season 3 is going to be really cool. It's gonna be like AJ and Trent on the street, we're gonna do like live interviews in downtown Snohomish.
Well, I'm just thinking too, even we could do like an actual demo of like create a kind of storytelling video for a small town and kind of like integrate that into the actual like podcast itself, right? Especially if we're gonna keep going with video too, right? Like that, there's a lot coming. So who knows what it'll be like, but keep listening to our past episodes. Go check out the other episodes on Snohomish Podcast Network, the other podcasts that are out there. There's a lot of really good ones that can maybe give you some ideas. I can't list all of them right now because my brain is short circuiting, but there's a lot out there that you can go to help learn, tell your story, maybe help your small business, build new connections. And I get, you're not going to like all of them that are there. But that's fine. The podcast network is there to help you find and support these local storytellers.
And let us know what you want to hear about.
Yes, let you know what you want to hear about. If you want to be on the podcast, yeah, challenge us. Actually, that would be fun too. Just have challenge episodes where people give us like,
or send us questions.
Yeah. Any final words to wrap up season 2?
Have a really great summer.
Hags.
Have
a great summer. Do you remember that from middle school? Signing that in the yearbooks.
I didn't know that one. That's great though. I love that.
Yeah.
Hags. Yeah.
Have a great summer. We'll see you all back here. Keep telling your story. I think more than ever, telling your story is what's going to make your business stand out and really help you. So don't stop telling that story. Follow along to help integrate your story with the World Cup and the big soccer tournament that's coming up. Follow From Pitch to Puget Sound. There's a lot going on there and a lot of information for small businesses that you do not want to miss. It's going to be crazy, so make sure you go check that out, and you need to start planning for that now. So go check that out as well. Well, we'll see you next time. Bye.